in our dplyr series. This video will talk about the verbs distinct and mutate. So what distinct does, if I do flights, then I want to know where all do we fly from here? What are all of the distinct destinations out of flights? And it will give a table that has 105 lists. It means it flies from New York City to 105 different destinations. What if I wanted to know the combination of flights, destinations, and origins? Then I could say, okay, I want the combination, the unique combinations of origin and destination. Because remember now, out of New York City, I have 3 different airports. I have Newark, LaGuardia, and JFK. So, for instance, IAH, which is the International Bush Airport in Houston, you can get to that from either LaGuardia or Newark. So it'll be listed both times. So you see I have many more rows here than I had in just distinct of destination, because it will give me every unique combination that's in the table. So this is a very handy verb. I'll use it all the time. Another one that I use quite frequently is mutate. So if I take my data set, let's just take the reduced data set, and let's suppose I want, instead of the delay as it's shown, I want the delay in hours. So I'm going to name a new variable called hour delay. And how is it going to be computed? Well, it's going to take the old variable of the departure delay and it's going to divide it by 60. Okay, so here you see now the number of hours delayed shown as a fraction. So, the departure delay was 2 minutes, which is 0.0333 hours. So I can combine this, say, with my arrange, right? So I want to put it in hours. So let's put it in hours and then arrange based on descending hour delays. So this way I can see, oh, the one that was delayed the most was this flight by Hawaiian Air, and it was going to Honolulu from the New York area, and it was delayed by 21.7 hours. Okay, so this makes a little more sense to me than just the total minutes it was delayed. Okay, so you can use variables that you have set up. So for instance, see, I'm using hour delay here, but I could also use hour delay in another mutate that I wanted to do here if I wanted to. So if I wanted to string those together, I could. Now you will notice in mutate, it's going to keep the arguments. Let's see if I want to show you a different feature. Well, no, I'll let you experiment with that. So I'm going to have you do an exercise, and I'm going to ask you to figure out a new experimental argument called dot before. So this is where you can adjust where the variable winds up when you've added this new column to your data set. So you can put it in different places. Okay. Transmute is another thing you can do instead of mutate, and the difference is that transmute will only keep the new columns. So let's be consistent here. Let's take this out and pipe it in. So we want the reduced data set, and we are going to transmute, and we're going to develop hour delay and percent delay, but I'm also putting in here carrier, even though I haven't done anything with it, so that I keep the carrier. You see, now when I use transmute, it only keeps the new columns and anything I specify in here. Okay, so sometimes that's handy to do when you don't want to then follow it with a select. So it kind of combines a mutate and a select. Okay, that is it for video 7. Please work through the exercise in this section and come back, and we will talk about a few more verbs, including rename.